We are live again tomorrow. We're live again 2 days in a row. Well, I tried to add some guests in, so I'm gonna try again tonight. So again, here's the stream if you want to join. Hi there.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I've been listening to some steam whistles on there, like Polar Express whistle,
Okay.
and mm, for the Lionel. I've also been looking at a Lionel 2020 catalog, volume 2. Here's volume 2, and up there, on there, they have the four. They have these four of these PRS ones. They
I like
got
the red one.
There's the Tuscan Red. Obviously, I will use the Tuscan Red for a Sailor Moon spin-off movie called The Journey to Strasbourg. Either could be The Journey from Los Angeles to Strasbourg, obviously, and obviously, because there is a Pennsylvania Railroad coach in Los Angeles. If I can get to Los Angeles. There's this strange looking diesel. Oh, here's the coach. The Pennsylvania Railroad Colonial Crafts coach. I'll use this S1 to pull that coach. There. And now for the other black ones, there's the as built, which I'll use the Polar Express whistle for that. The calendar design is what I'll use for my Pocahontas rewrite, going from starting from Parish in Florida, hauling the silver coach marked Pennsylvania. Parish. That almost looks like Rosie there.
Yeah, it does look a lot like Rosie.
And this one could be an Americanized Bill or Ben.
Or Porter, maybe.
Except except he has 4 driving wheels and not 6.
Yeah.
There's the silver Pennsylvania coach. That I'll have the calendar design S1 pulled that from Parish all the way up to Scranton, Pennsylvania, where the Steamtown National Historic Site is. And this is the S1 that was shown at the 1939 World's Fair. And rather than saying Pennsylvania on it, it says American Railroads.
Which one do you like the best?
I have to get the American Railroads version.
Okay.
So the Tusken Red I'll use in the fan-made Sailor Moon episode. A journey from called Across America, the journey from Los Angeles to Strasbourg, and it will be a spin-off movie. It will not have the Inner Scouts in it. It will be focused more on Rini, Trista, or Hotaru, or to give their Viz names, Chibiusa, Setsuna, and Hotaru. And I've been looking at some Google images of some fan-made Sailor Moon arts. My favorite is being the Witches 5. They're my favorite villains of the series. I will include them in the story too, as well as the ones who work with Queen Beryl, the Black Moon clan, and the Spectre Sisters, along with Kaori Knight and Dr. Tomo as well. Since it'll be said that they've been healed by Sailor Moon's moon healing powers that make them turn good. It'll be a non-stop journey going to Lancaster, where we'll shunt the coach with the other coaches in here and get the host connected and host disconnected from the S1, and we'll puff over to Strasbourg. And it will even have the Brit Allcroft in an anime design. How about that?
Sounds interesting.
That would be a great idea for a story. And I think they should have also used the PRS-1 as the engine for the Polar Express because of how fast it was going. Because it would be fitting because how it's a streamlined American locomotive. And she was claimed to be faster than Mallard. But this was never explained. But this was never shown as due to her major wheel slip and her long wheelbase that she was too long for some of the Pennsylvania Railroad's curves. And my reaction was, so that's your excuse for scrapping this? This, and then would come, not good enough. No excuses. Tobias and the Half Pariah reference.
Yeah. That was a good fan film.
I even played the Thomas game for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. So here's the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. I've seen that image of Thomas before. I always go for 8 or older. Let's start Thomas. You can see there that Thomas's wheels are black. Let's try setting the switches. It has that theme from Troublesome Trucks, or to give the US title, Foolish Freight Cars. And the truck is missing the brake shoes. And the main theme here is the post-train theme. And then James's theme plays when you complete a level.
You know, if I had to pick one or the other of these old Thomas video games, my favorite would probably be the Sega Genesis version.
And during the sliding puzzle, this one has Duck's theme. I like how James's theme is a jazzy fanfare in this.
Yeah.
Start Thomas. I'm going to try the jigsaw puzzle. I'm going to try fixing the tracks. Go to the farm. Fixing the tracks is the hardest part for me. Yeah, that's going to be fixing the tracks. That's the hardest part. I'll try the jigsaw puzzle. And this one has the Viaduct theme, but it's pitched to sound like the Season 3 Harbor theme. Oh, and some notes they got some of the notes wrong in this.
Really?
They did. It was used for Molly a lot in some old YouTube videos. Try start Thomas. In the racing levels has Edward's theme. I think this predicted the MST Noodle Thomas. Great race, Thomas. When it says that, it means that you win. Now we're going to try racing Percy. I think his wheel color predicted Gina. I think this version of Percy was predicted Gina.
Yeah.
I'm pressing it quickly. And that Thomas color this color on Thomas shaded blue predicted the MST Noodle Thomas. I'm going to try Let's Go with Thomas. I'm going to try Thomas and Birdie. You can press the question mark for animation. And press Thomas for a whistle. For a whistle. And I like to, and it's classified as a hooter whistle, meaning a single note. They used a trombone patch for that. And this bit has Mavis's theme, even though she isn't in this game. Some designs here, you see how Thomas is missing his wheel arch lining there?
Yeah, I can see that.
And some of the illustrations here look kind of lazy.
Yeah, I can see that.
And in the next one, you'll see Harold. Oh, that's nope. This one doesn't have Harold. It's this one. But he wasn't in the story, and he's undersized. He's undersized.
Yeah, that is pretty lazy of them.
You had one job, Nintendo.
I know, right?
And in Thomas Percy and the Mail Train, in this game, Thomas is pulling Annie and Clarabelle, not the old coach, instead of male coaches. Mm-hmm. That kind of looks accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's got Percy's tired face again, and I think it's a cream-faced Birdie, I think. And he isn't there. It said after a while, but it should say drink. Come on. And some illustrations show Anne and Clarabelle without their names, like this one. Oh. Percy's theme plays in this, but he's not in this story. That looks like a cursed Thomas face. And then trying Thomas's quiz. And this one has the Flying Kipper theme from season 4. Except it doesn't have bits of Duck's theme thrown in. But what happens if you get an answer wrong? That's it.
Yeah.
And he's missing his boiler stripes. Next one we're going to do is Thomas, Percy, and the Post Train. Oh, this blends in well. This music, but it's slowed down. These shots are reused ones from Thomas and Bertie, but they're re-edited to look like it's nighttime, or make it look like it's a wicked night.
Yeah.
Also, Thomas's wheels are black and he's no buffers. Percy's missing his eyebrows too. There's a snippet of Edward's theme. It was also used in Thomas Saves the Day. And this is what I call Edward's Hurries ditty. But he isn't in this episode. This is like an 8-bit. Harold makes the same sound of that over and over when you click on him. There's another variation of Edward's theme, and Duck looks like he's a bit cut off.
Yeah.
Then comes ITSO James theme, ITSO James Edwards theme. I never heard this version of Thomas's theme before. This was made during the 90s.
Yep. The early 90s.
There's a fast version of Edward's theme again. Next up. Did you see there he has Annie and Clarabelle, not the mail trucks.
Yeah.
No, Edward's theme slowed down. I'm sorry, start Thomas. Thomas's quiz again. There's no question mark for that, which I think is funny.
Yeah.
I do like how Henry's theme sounds in this game. Last one, and then the third one I'm gonna do is Thomas and the Breakdown Train. Thomas has no eyebrows.
Nope.
And Thomas looks like he lacks coupling rods, and he's also missing his whistle. I think this might have predicted Ernest the Engine Car.
Yeah.
That's what Thomas would look like if he appeared in Ernest the Engine and Others.
Yeah.
And being UK versus Germany.
Yep.
I absolutely love the Trust Thomas Danger theme in this one.
I always like the Runaway theme.
And James here is just a recolored Thomas when you click on him. The Trust Thomas's Season 3 Danger theme here.
Yeah.
You see, and you can see how James is angry instead of him being shocked or panting. It almost makes me think he's trying to make up for lost time. And he's missing his number. That might have predicted Shed 17 Thomas there. And where's the Works unit coach too? They should add that. Or maybe the workmen just decide to get in the cranes anyway for the journey. James is missing his whistle and safety valve. Henry's sad theme. James is missing his buffers and his dome is silver. He is also missing his lamp irons and coupling hook. Yeah, that shade of blue on Thomas might have predicted MST Noodles models.
Yeah. I always prefer Thomas's light blue paint instead.
Because that shade of blue would be an evil clone of him.
Yeah.
And he's all looks like he's missing his whistle. Reused theme from Thomas and Birdie. Well, it turns out he's always useful. In fact, the only useful E2. That's what makes him special. What if we have Thomas painted red?
Then he would look like young Tucker. You know, young Tucker from Enterprising Engines 93.
And his whistles are just looks like they're made out of bamboo. In the city, but looks like there should be some soda rails going into a city. How about that?
Yeah.
I haven't played the Nintendo Entertainment System prototype. This is a prototype version.
Oh, like the NES version.
Yeah. The sliding puzzle has Percy's theme. Then setting the switches, it has a really awesome version of Edward's theme. I was bopping to this theme when I heard it. And in this one, Racing James. And it looks like all the engine's whistles are the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
These look like Clive Spong's illustrations. And Thomas is missing his bunker. On this, James is missing his tender. James, he's missing his tender. There's the Trust Thomas Danger theme again. Well, I like that. That version of the Trust Thomas Danger theme is just awesome.
Yeah.
And I've been also been watching Sailor Moon Eternal the movie, both parts, for the 30th anniversary this year. They were both dubbed by Viz Media. I'll use the young voices, the voices for which they sound the youngest, into Across America, the journey from Los Angeles to Strasbourg. The movie introduces the Sailor Amazonas Quartet, who they originally worked with Queen Nehelenia. And they were the new Sailor Scouts. So, and one of these shots here is my absolute favorite. These three, the Outer Scouts. Mara, Michelle, and Trista. Trista's the oldest of them. And for Eternal Part 1, it has a grown version of Rini, which I've said. It is the introduction of Ami's mother, who is a doctor, and a younger version of Sailor Moon. Not as young as she used to, not as young as she's like in episode 130, but still.
Yeah.
And her uniform hasn't changed size. And Ray's reaction is kind of the same, except no, it's completely changed it. Crystal Season 3 also has Serena in a Mugen Academy uniform. And she even wears glasses in that.
She looks cool in glasses.
But the other girls, these are their reactions.
Yeah.
And the Witches 5. Ah, yeah, the Witches 5. They're my favorite villains. Especially Udiel. Or Eugeel as she's in the Cloverway dub.
Yeah.
And Ripples. And Ripples has her in a karate suit, along with Lita and Amara. She's right there. And later on, we see her hosting at Mugen Academy in her school uniform. I'm for maybe I should do a Sailor Moon villain leaders gets exposed compilation after most of them turn good. First one will be Queen Beryl gets exposed, then Rubius gets exposed, and then Eugil gets exposed.
Yeah.
And it's been dubbed with Uber Duck, and I can go to Uber Duck. James. Oh, I'm gonna try to sign up with Google. And for the Thomas section, they added in James's US voice. So I should do the Thomas and the Magic Railroad, but James is voiced by Rob Rackstraw.
Yeah. Which voice? The US voice or the UK version of his voice?
The US, it's the US version of it here.
Okay.
If I can type in the Shadow Realm meme, let's see. It's his US voice. There's Thomas with his All Engines Go voice, and by Misha Contreras. But then the real Thomas holds up an Uno reverse card and says like, nope. And Pierce Brosnan is also on Uber Duck. I have my version. Thomas gets exposed, but James is voiced by Tom Kenny, and Percy is voiced by Roger Bumpus. But James is voiced by SpongeBob, and Percy is voiced by Squidward. And Thomas has his All Engines Go voice. It should be, that's what Thomas gets exposed should be.
Yeah.
They also have My Little Pony voices on Uber Duck. So I'll use those for Eugil gets exposed.
Okay. UberDuck's a pretty cool tool.
So the Cloveroid dub, I have to first it'll be the Cloverway dub first. I don't know if I should use the Pinkie Pie voice or Sweetie Belle voice on Eugil.
What about the Applejack voice? Or even Sunset Shimmer. Okay. Since in the Cloveroid dub, Eugil sounded like she was too young, so should I choose the Pinkie Pie or Sweetie Belle voice? How about the Pinkie Pie voice? It'll be one on them. One of them will be warning, contains swearing.
Yeah.
New buttons and one voice for Matt. And for Mehmet, I'll use the Trixie voice. And Talou is voiced by Sunset Shimmer. And Villy is voiced by Twilight. Looking is. And Cyprin is voiced by Princess Luna. And Paterol is voiced by Princess Cadence. Yes, and this will also have Robin Smith's Sir Topham Hatt voice in it.
Okay.
Here's an example. And Carrie Knight is voiced by Princess Celestia. Like, she is mad because we found out that she snatched talismans after we reformed, and we also did not approve of it. And Dr. Tomo's voiced by Shining Armor. And been on Archive and Thomas Fan 1945 Productions, the original Toonami and airings of Sailor Moon, and the Thomas Brent's Robert Hartshorn sound font collection. And they even have the the Bob Summers Unvaulted Lost Cues collection from the Sailor Moon. Some of these were unused for the series. They got. I haven't looked at the Thomas and Friends faces. I also remember these were unused faces. Like there's an unused face for Arian Burt.
Yeah, I see one of them.
And these two, I think, either.
Yeah.
There are other unused faces for Thomas.
Yeah.
As in there being these agitated faces, and with him blushing, and the horrid Laurie's faces.
Yeah. And I remember there was like one Bulstrode face that was never used, and that was his happy face.
This one.
Yeah.
There's even an unused Diesel and Cringe face made for Diesel 10.
Oh, yeah.
I think it would be too scary to show.
Probably.
Even these Dennis faces, I don't know which one of these was unused.
I know.
think it's this one.
Yeah, I believe that one is unused.
And there's some unused faces for Elizabeth there. And some unused faces for Fergus. This being tired, wincing, and sleeping. There's even two unused faces for Gordon. One of these being his disgusted face and his yawning face.
Yeah.
There's Harvey's unused angry face.
Yeah.
All these faces were used for Hector.
Yeah, I miss Hector.
Which one of these faces these faces wasn't used on Henry? I think it was this one.
Yeah. And I believe the one next to it wasn't that used either.
There's three faces for Lady were used on screen. This is one for unused faces there.
Yeah, there's a lot of unused faces here.
There's an unused smug face for Neville.
And the one next to it wasn't that used either.
Used Paxman. I believe all those were used.
Yep.
There's an unused old slow coach face here, which was an angry face.
Yeah.
There's Rocky's unused angry face there.
Yeah.
And these unused faces were Scruffy. It looks like Hayden's here.
Yo.
Oh, hi, Hayden.
Yeah, yo.
We were looking at some Thomas faces, like some unused.
I have League Hamster with a gun profile. I'm just gonna. Hello, I'm Kessie. Hold on, guys, look at my profile. It's cursed.
Yeah.
And there's these unused faces for Salty.
Salt. Give me the salt. Lee Salt. Stan. Dream Stan.
I believe all these faces were used for Stanley.
I do know I do know that the happy one was used, the sad one. I'm not sure
The
about
surprise ones.
I don't know about the surprise one. Ooh, Stepney. I don't
And
think
these
the last one there under the happy is used. The one
It
next to the
it
fun.
was used in season 4. There's the jovial face for Thomas.
Let me see. Oh,
That was made for season 2, but it wasn't used.
It was also used in the Great
Great
Festival
Festival
Adventure
Adventure.
game.
Reminds me of Edward's face.
Also, guys, guess what I'm getting tomorrow? Hopefully,
What is it?
What is it?
the Solar Cup 9-pack. It's a Fishlong pack, and hopefully I'm going to be the first one in America to own it. Which means I'm going to be the first one in America to own Hero, Riff and Jeff, and Fermona and Federico.
Okay.
Hopefully,
I'm really excited for it.
all of these faces were used for Edward on screen.
And also, I got a little concept art for the 9-pack. I wish they would replace Percy with Kenji because it'd be much better. It'd be much better. Oh look, it's Whiff.
Which one of these faces was unused?
The sad face.
I believe 4. I'm not really expert, but okay, I'm gonna
Try
let's do Money Mac.
Mighty Mac. Which one of these match faces were unused?
That's cursed. I'm gonna go with 7.
The unused faces may Mac.
I believe it's the 4th.
Mighty.
I believe it's 6. 6th one. The one under 4.
Rusty.
Rusty. I really don't know this one because this one's
The wincing face.
winting. The winning face.
There's these faces. Which one of these Sir Handel faces was unused?
Hold on, let me see. I'm guessing number 3 undo the 4.
Yeah. And we're gonna try Harvey. There's an unused angry face for Harvey.
Oh, let me see. Oh, it's 6. Okay.
That's actually 5.
Oh.
There's even some two unused Gordon faces: disgusted and yawning. And you gotta see Diesel 10's unused cringe face. That is really cursed.
Let me see. Oh hell no! No, get that out of my face.
Yeah, good thing it wasn't used. These unused Alfie faces.
Oh my god, guys! I found a new face for Rusty. Like the one new unused one.
Which one?
Okay. The winning face.
That looks like it's been cursed.
It's the
Magical
Roblox
tracks.
Oh yeah, I did get an update.
Yep. And all the engines, the only ones that have the correct whistle sounds are Thomas, Emily, James, and Hero.
And Kenji. I believe. Yeah, Kenji. Yeah.
That's right, Kenji.
Also, guys, I made a new All Engines Go OC.
What is it?
His name is Brownie, and yeah, it's Troublesome Truck.
Diesel's horn sounds like a truck horn.
Hey, can you share my screen because I want to show?
What? So, why did Diesel's horn sounded like a truck horn?
I don't know. Also, here's Brownie. What?
Should he sound? I'm thinking he should have one of the SpongeBob character voices.
Who?
But wouldn't it be funny if one of the trucks in All Engines Go sounded like Squidward?
What's a Wanda truck?
One of the troublesome trucks.
I do not know what that is, but I know Troublesome Trucks, but I don't know what Wanda. If you're talking about
Carly.
WandaVision, come on.
That's
Okay,
right.
come on.
I don't know which original Thomas character should have Gordon's all engines go whistle.
Wait. It's actually not Carly. It's actually Crane Vehicle Gru. Because we call her Gru because we're stupid and we don't know what Gru actually means. It means crane in French and we're stupid. So we call her Crane Vehicle Gru.
I think Gordon's all engines go whistle should suit one of the original American engines.
Like Sam.
No, not
Bew.
Sam.
Bew?
Not Bo.
I think it's Bew, but okay.
It's pronounced Bo.
It has to be
And
Bew.
Jiff and
Raffin.
Frederico and Verona have the factory whistle from the Caledonian 812 loco.
Also, guys, what if I told you that Verona and Federico are Pip and Emma in disguise? Well, they do look like Verona. No, Pip and Emma.
Except that Pip and Emma are a different class.
And Sandy doesn't even have buffers.
Bro, nah, you're so wrong. It's actually Verona and Federico's, but this is... Well, it looks like it. Okay, I'm just gonna.
Well, what if they give Sandy buffers?
Well, you mean in that one era in Thomas Promise she had buffers, but then disappeared.
Meaning she could pull anything.
But you do realize that in the episode, Sandy Shipman, Sandy was pulling the trucks. That means she has a buffer.
Buffer beam.
Yeah.
And because Frederico and Verona have the factory whistle. I think that should be used for a Scottish locomotive. What do you think, Trev?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
Also, guys, Race for the Solar Cup is now on Netflix.
No, bad, but that's not good.
Also, yesterday was March 18th, and you know what happened on that day?
What?
It's known for the John Doe incident on Roblox.
Oh no. Race for the Solar Cup on Netflix. This should not have happened. Too far.
It came out on the same day as the John Doe hacking incident day, which is yesterday. Also, guys, you know in Solar Cup, where at the dock scene James with the Troublesome Trucks are seen moving. Like
another thing, Trevor, wouldn't it be funny if one of these Troublesome Trucks in the reboot sounded like Squidward?
Yeah.
Also, guys, you know in Magical Tracks there was a teal truck? Well, blue truck.
A teal truck, huh?
Hold on.
I have the Southern 4501 on there, because its whistle is actually Toby's 3-chime steam whistle. But the lower pitch version will be used for me when my face turns red in Sailor Moon and when steam comes from my ears. This original pitch. And this one be used when I'm really pissed version.
Emily racing with the sand. And when I mean sand, I mean like Sandy. I'm just kidding. Hold on. Okay, I know where the teal truck is.
The normal pitch of Toby's 3-chime steam whistle here will be used for Sailor Moon, overlapping the sound of her crying.
Huh.
This higher pitch used for Rini when she'll do the same. Got the ATSF 3751
Okay, guys, I found the blue truck I was talking about. Hold on, sorry. Look, share my screen. The left side.
What if we have female trucks?
Well,
I
there
just-
were like a few female trucks in the Chinese episodes in Big World Big Adventures.
Not that
If you're
was
talking about
Lei.
he's a boy. Ray's a boy.
Well, I'm not talking about Lei. I'm talking about the black colored Chinese
Oh
Chelsea
yeah,
trucks.
those. Yeah, I know those.
Mm,
And there was also a
Okay.
sleigh truck in Journey Beyond Sword that was voiced by Lucy Montgomery.
Which is okay, female.
And for trains, we got the American Freedom Train. Now, this one has my favorite livery of the daylight. I Love Trains 323. Green Engine Day.
That means it's St. Patrick's Green Key.
Well, that could be true to Thomas since he has never been to Ireland. Oh, I'm seeing a DeviantArt picture of a trains Donald and Douglas that were green. Yeah, keep all of Philip's Voices UK exclusive.
Yeah, I agree.
I am bored and there's nothing to do.
There's a short clip after this. Mm.
My friend Evaneo could join. I don't know. I'm just asking if he wants to, but if he doesn't want to, that's alright.
Even got track work. They're used for maintenance vehicles.
Oh yeah, there's totally a. I bet there's I think I saw a rail speeder.
You thought you saw Sandy.
Oh, maybe sand. We get Lee sand.
A Dremo truck. Okay, got a BNSF Mo truck. Look at this, Trevor. Got a Mo truck.
Oh yeah, I've seen those before.
There are even some in trains.
Imagine Butch the breakdown lorry having this kind of job.
Being fitted with rail wheels.
Yeah, that way Flynn won't be the only one.
There's the BN Mo truck. And imagine if Eugeel's car and Sailor Moon had the same feature, turning from rail wheels to road wheels.
Hey, Daxton and Trevor
Actually, the
Davis.
opposite.
Do you have Twitter? Because I have Twitter.
I don't.
What about
Neither
Instagram?
do I.
Oh, sad.
And like that's what Eugeel's car and Sailor Moon should have been, going from road wheels to rail wheels, and even transforming into a submarine.
Yeah.
And got. Oh, Hayden, this was one of my favorite Pennsylvania Railroad locomotives, the PR Class S1.
Oh wait, that looks like Connor. To be honest, I'm gonna be honest. It looks like Connor.
Except it isn't his basis. It's a Pennsylvania Railroad locomotive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks that red one just looks like Duchess of Hamilton.
It kind of
Red
does.
and Americanized, or Duchess of Sutherland.
Nah, this is Duchess of America. That's what we're calling it.
Good one.
Here's the other black S1s.
And that is what you must deal with. Duchess of America. Do cry about it.
It's there's the as-built calendar paint scheme with the PRR and the American Railroads version. Obviously, Trevor's favorite is the Tuscan Red.
Yeah, because it's more colorful than the other three.
I would prefer on getting all four of them.
Okay.
Because and start building my consists. And bring the American Railroads version to the Wichita Toy Train Club and Museum. There's the S1 and T1. How would that be for a double header?
That'll make it really fast.
The first it's going to be T1 prototype 6110 and the S1, the only one 6100 in front of it. How about that?
Yeah.
And the silver lining on the S1's driving wheels makes her look more fancy. I mean, just look at that.
Majestic.
I don't know what Thomas' character would be based off the S1. Oh, here's the Russian steam locomotive, the AA-20.
Oh, the one with too many wheels.
With 14 driving wheels. One of them beats the 7 is counting axles and not wheels.
Yeah.
what Thomas character would be based off the AA-20?
I don't know. Like maybe name it Vladimir or Dmitri or something.
Or it was nicknamed Igor.
Igor. That
Uh,
Igor's like a
E.
Estonian character from one of those horror movies, played by Peter Lorre.
And if they're going to revive the AA-20, then they should fix the problems it had. Like, no, it should remember to add no flanges on some of the driving wheels.
Yeah, and add a Mallet too, or
There's-
make it a Mallet locomotive.
is don't even or my opinion should be keep the 14 driving wheels, but get rid of the wheel rims on some of them so that will stay on the tracks.
Right, and it would make turns easily.
And I was originally going to think of calling the making an AA-20 character called Dmitri or Vlad.
Okay.
And what color would it be?
Like maybe green.
Or red?
Red could work too.
Or how about blue?
Vermilion. Like Rheneas is vermilion.
Yeah, well, that might work too.
Also, guys, I got very sad news today.
What?
Today is the day that I forgot Skull.
A what?
I forgot. Okay, it's basically a joke. Like, you know the word forget? Well, you just like forgot and then you add a skull and it's just like basically a meme. And what the fuck? There's a stolen model in this game. Great.
Yeah.
You can see this is you see right there, that's the PR lettering on the front of the S1. That's the calendar design. When you look at the S1 to the Big Boy or Challenger, they are articulated locomotives. The boiler articulates away from the frame, but the S1 doesn't do that. It makes it challenge, which makes it challenging on the layouts. And it was, as you may not know, it was too big for some of the Pennsylvania Railroad's curves.
Is that why it derails?
That's the AA-20. It didn't derail. Crews were like to said driving it because the smooth rides.
Yeah.
And here's the HO scale version. I should be getting the HO scale version too and run it at full speed so it could be a proper streamlined engine. At the front, it said Locomotive of Tomorrow.
That is just a ripoff of World of Tomorrow. That's just a ripoff.
Yeah.
Well, and it could be even too big to run on Sodor.
Wait, what's the basis for the train?
This is a PRR class S1.
Hold on, let me look at PR class S1. I want to see this. Oh, heck no, that is too big.
Same with the AA-20.
Imagine if it was Sam's older brother.
Yeah.
So here's the HO AA-20. That is really too big for Sodor.
Yeah, I looked it up on Google.
And it's the only steam locomotive that has 14 driving wheels on one rigid frame. And the Santa Fe 210-2s. Now I heard these only had a capability of 10 to 15 miles per hour.
is the LB and SCR E2s.
Yeah, that's Thomas's basis.
Yeah, Hayden, there's still a hidden one out there. Where could it be?
For
Really?
real? No. You're not.
Is-
You're not joking, right?
That's what I've heard.
I thought they're all scrapped.
That's
Oh my God,
really
I must get
hidden
that.
one. We need to. Someone should find that hidden E2.
Yeah, make a Railway Series story about it.
Yes, and it could be Sleeping Beauty 2.0.
Yeah.
Exactly, and revive it and repaint it as Thomas permanently.
Yeah, for the Dow with Thomas events.
As give it wheel arches. Give it a whistle.
Yeah,
Proper whistle.
and fix the coal capacity.
And
Yo, you know what? I'm gonna tell my friend.
give it a larger coal bunker. Give this a larger coal bunker.
Yeah.
What would be an alternate basis for Thomas? It could be either the J50 or the J70, J72, or a Furnace Railway G5.
How about one of the Jinties?
Yep, he could come from. Yeah, that Thomas would maybe he could be Jinty's brother. That would be an alternate basis.
Yeah.
They're even available for Evenator.
Hey, what's up,
Hey.
Evenator? Oh yeah, guys, this is my friend Evan.
There's the E2 and Dovetail Games Train Simulator.
Wait, Evan, yeah, you sound different.
I don't really know.
Is it because? Wait, let me guess. PUD hit into you, right? Let me guess that.
I honestly don't know, and I hope to God it doesn't.
I think puberty did because your voice starts to get a little lower when you hit puberty, so which means you went through it.
I even looked up to the LB and SCR B1 Gladstone. I've heard that Gladstone would once traveled at 80 miles per hour.
Interesting.
Which makes her the fastest of the LB and SCR fleet. Yesterday, I was on trains and I did Gladstone on the Seattle to Carlisle line, looking for a scene from her going from York back to the London, Brighton, and South Coast Railway on the East Coast Main Line. It's LNER D49. This one's called the preserved one of these is Morayshire. We got the Colne Valley and Halstead Railway. There's the locomotive number 1.
Looks cool.
It does remind me of Oliver.
Yeah, it kind of does. But with a different funnel.
We got Slip Coach. I didn't know what they were until I watched Duck and the Slip Coaches.
This is Great Western Railways footage. The slip coaches. We need more slip coaches in the series.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to bring back the first 3 slip coaches too.
And what if at some Day Out with Thomas events they should repaint one of their cabooses to look like Bruno?
That'd be cool.
And
Yeah.
what if he were on Sodor? Then he would stop the trucks immediately due to his
Yeah.
size.
Well, we don't know what his personality will be yet, but hopefully he'll be likable.
We've got. I've seen Gladstone in one of my train books, and I think she should appear in Thomas and Friends as a real life steam engine.
Yeah, we need more of those in the TV series.
Yes. And should it be a male or female?
Maybe a female.
Maybe Gladstone would be one of Thomas's old friends, who she used to work with him on his old railway.
Or it could be one of his cousins.
And considering how Thomas and Gladstone will know each other very well.
Yeah.
We got in the A4s. I've heard from one of the guys at the Toy Train Club that the whistle for the Hogwarts Express was recorded from an A4 far away, and it was Union of South Africa. Although some say it was Sir Nigel Gresley. There's Sir Nigel Gresley, and Bittern redressed as Silver Link.
Yeah. It's just like Spencer.
I don't think we should have the Silver Jubilee A4s in the series because we don't want them to be confused with Spencer.
Right.
But Mallard should be one of them. He should appear in it. And maybe he could sound like Michelangelos from Uber Duck.
Or maybe John Cleese or some other British actor.
And some THMR work print unfinished business here. Imagine these voices being either Diesel or Alfred and Mallard. First Mallard. Would you imagine that Michelangelo's voice being on Mallard?
That could work.
And the other one could be either Diesel or Alfred with the Ringo Starr voice.
Maybe.
This could be Alfred's New Days on Sodor. What Diesel? Bossy Mallard. Numbers Mallard. And I have especially like the part in 045 where it has Michelangelo's voice raised. They even have All Engines Go Thomas on Uber Duck.
I didn't know that.
in Sailor Moon, I would use that for the spoiled kid, which not many people would know as the most despised character. I should be called that for the Sailor Moon section. Be called spoiled kid Calm, and it should also be called Caillou Calm.
Caillou.
Yeah,
And-
I don't like.
Thank you, but
Those are Brad.
one of the
I
even
don't,
He's
I
a
don't think
rat.
there's a single person who likes Caillou.
because and that's what this spoiled kid in Sailor Moon is. Caillou 2.0.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I think Caillou isn't a Brad, in my opinion. I'm just gonna be honest.
I would if I had to I would write him
I don't want to
as a normal kid. If and mm, mm, I even like the meme. Can you spare a coach?
Oh yeah, that's a good meme.
And the Thomas voice sounds accurate to John Hasler, and the Donald voice would sound like a Scottish version of SpongeBob. What about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
He's like angry Scottish SpongeBob. How about that?
Yeah. He sounds more like Rob Rackstraw's Donald voice or something.
Mhm. I even got Thomas and Percy sell chocolate. Huh.
Ayo, I got 2 words to say to Avinator.
What?
Hold on. Share my screen, cause it's the 2 words. So.
Wii Sports.
Shh.
Nobody asked.
I think Rheneas's voice should be suited for one of the Welsh characters, my original Sailor Moon Welsh characters.
Walsh Cole.
Whereas Skarloey's voice would sound like it would be suitable for one of the old men used for my rewrite, some rewrites. Like one of those who appeared in Thomas's Noisy Trip.
What the? I don't know that episode.
I remember the day was invented chocolate. Sweet chocolate. They even have Henry, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, that Family Guy meme.
I gave my baby. What if I did US dubs of them?
Hey, Avinator. Daisy.
Oh my God! Someone took my baby. And government came and took my baby.
Hey guys, what if I told you that that Pip and Emma are in All Engines Go?
It's not gonna make the show any better.
No,
It's
Pip
probably-
and Emma aren't in All Engines Go though.
It's probably not going to happen because they're already copyrighted to Christopher Audrey.
But guys, you're not understanding. Pip and Emma are in All Engines Go. Like, let's just share my screen. It's true.
What if
Hey, Daxton,
Share the
share
screen.
Look, it's Pip
Oh,
and
no.
Emma. It's Pip and Emma. Cry about it.
this would be the early versions of them?
Okay, yeah, true.
You know, they could repaint those characters into Pip and Emma if they wanted
into
to.
inter,
Yeah, my friend
inter,
Techno made it.
into Intercity 125s.
I know, but Verona and Federico look like it.
As first dub in the my original Sailor Moon dubs are called Yelling in Japanese, and then this guy comes. Why is him
Guys, I have a theory about.
yelling? You
guys,
just can't wait.
I have a theory about Pip and Emma. The theory is that they used to race, but they're not racist anymore. My theory.
They even got now this one has South Park animation. With all the yelling. You just can't wait for me to die. Oh,
No way.
Clint. I remember when they first invented the Oliver. I knew it will be me, Clint. Right. And they're using. They even got the Percy's Chocolate Crunch CGI remake. The Chocolate Factory looks lazy.
Yeah, I agree.
And they were this lazy to do Thomas? They were that lazy? It looks like a Trains reskin.
I know, right? At least Percy's Chocolate Crunch had more effort.
It looked more realistic. But here, this doesn't look realistic at all.
It looks like it was made to sell toys.
What if I did US dubs of these memes?
Then you'll have to hire some voice actors.
Yes, we have Joseph May, and Rob Braxton, and Christopher Ragland and Carrie Shale to do them. Then they got the real reason why The Missing Coach was never aired. If we even got Can You Spare a Coach? The good ending. The special coach is found and Douglas comes home. Or even Percy or Douglas come in with the special coach and be like, looking for something, Thomas? And there's my special coach. Oh, I'll never lose you again. Where'd you find it, Percy? And somewhere on the mainland. Oh,
I actually know where it is. It's at Joe Mama's house.
Bad ending.
I thought it was
Thomas
up your
did,
ass around the left.
but then bad ending is Thomas didn't believe Donald and Douglas is scrapped. That's the bad ending.
The true ending. It's at Joe Mama's house.
And it's 4K ending. Turns out Douglas did steal the coach.
The actual ending. Donald tells Thomas to shut the fuck up.
Retcon ending is there is no special coach.
The actual no lie ending. Pip and Emma are actually Verona and Federico, and they kill Thomas. Yeah.
Victor Tanzig.
Hanzig. Okay, I'll stop.
They even got the army.
That is very scary.
They got Fred, John, Jim, Jake, Blake, Zirkin, Benwise, Mary, Pippin, Ahmed, Ning, Sean, Kyle, Kenny, Stan, Hitler. That's Hitler.
Wait, Jean, you say?
That's Hitler.
Okay.
Larry,
shit.
Mo, Curly, Sid, Ollie, Dickett, Laurel, Hardy, Abbott, Costello, Argan, Maple, Tex, Simmons, Griff, Caboose, Tucker, Church, Temple, Leroy, Jethro, Tony, Tim, and Ugly Bob. I memorized that.
Even got the stereotype. Now Billy's written here as a comedic figure.
Wait, what's Aveneo's profile? Hold on, I need to see that.
Uh,
It's a soldier. Okay, hey guys,
Billy,
I got a Leaf funny picture. Hold on.
what is it? Whose face is that?
Bulstrodes.
The Victor Tanzig give Billy a hillbilly accent.
Hey, is that hey, Jackson? Is that wall behind you the wall of Mexico where Trump built to be against Mexico?
It's not.
Too bad. It is. It is.
Now
Oh
I
yeah,
changed
you're at your
it.
house. I am 10 meters from your house.
No, oh no, I'm in
Yes.
Kansas.
I am
not.
I
Billy
must bring
here
the
is
gun.
so Billy here is written as being comedic.
Nah, I'm the comedian one here. Evaneo does better jokes than me. I do stupid jokes.
Partially.
I like how
True.
Billy's written here in Victor Tanzig.
Also, Evaneo, what does parsley mean? Like you said it. I don't know if I said it right.
Yeah, so I actually like Billy in this short. He's very comedic.
Yeah.
Well, Evaneo, when you said that word, when I said that I said you make better jokes than me, you said something.
Partly.
Partly, yeah.
I said, boy. What? I said, worse. I said. That's what Billy's voice should sound like in the U.S. dub.
No,
Yeah.
this should be his voice. I'm the stupid orange.
And for and for the US and for the UK dub, he's gonna have a he should have a Cornish accent.
I agree. That's what I've been thinking earlier. Like maybe he can sound like Billy Shoepack from Tugs.
Hey, Evaneo, this is the burping war.
I'm 50 football fields away. Start running.
There was Fred, John, Jim, Jake, Blake, Logan, Ben Boys, Ray Pippin, Akron, Ding, Sean Conn, Kenny Stan, Hitler, that's Hitler, sorry, Larry, Mo, Collision, Ollie, Ticket, Hiller, Honey, Abbott, Cassell, Argent, Maple, Tex, Tim, Swift, Caboose, Tucker, Church, Chapel, Lever, Jethro, Tony, Tim, and Uglub.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go to my friend's meet, so I'll be back.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, see ya.
Next we got Inuyasha. That's another favorite anime that I like.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
I'm gonna tell you what my favorite character is. Sango. Seriously, just look how beautiful Sango looks.
Yeah, I like both Sango and Kagome. I think they're both pretty cute and beautiful.
They're almost Kikyo. And with Kikyo, they're like triplets.
Yeah.
What if the Paramount Clifford movie was like this? It was that my
You know, when I first heard her say "sit boy," at first I thought she said "zit boy," but it's "sit boy."
But imagine if Clifford was evil. Then this would make sense.
Yeah.
And then on the other shots of Kagome as priestess, looking like a priestess, I even saw her cosplaying as Sailor Mars on some Google images. is Sailor Kagome.
That's cool.
Here's her head put on Ray's body.
Yeah.
And her as a redraw with Ray, because both of their birthdays are in April.
Interesting.
They even have some photos of the characters in swimsuits. For example, it's got Kagome.
Ooh la la.
And Songo. I especially like this shot of Songo.
That's a cool swimsuit.
You know, if Songo was to dress like one of them, she should be Sailor Jupiter, because the ponytail.
Yeah, that would make some sense.
And even some there are even some photos with the characters having long hair, like Amara, even with Sailor Uranus.
Yeah.
Even Ami. So I guess they gave her short hair so as not to be confused with Ray.
Yeah.
So since most of the Sailor Moon characters are in their 40s, so in next year, Sailor Pluto being the oldest will be 50. Sure. And another thing is Kagome's in her late 30s these years.
Yeah.
Turning Red. I watched the Driver 3 Joe's YTP on it, and I know that I won't like Turning Red that much.
I actually like Turning Red. I thought it was a pretty good movie, but I respect your opinion anyways.
What? So if the All Engines Go, if Bruno does make an appearance in All Engines Go, then he should use Sound Ideas Train Brake Brake Squeal.
Yeah. And I've heard he's going to have two separate voice actors, one for the UK and one for the US.
He should have a Cornish accent in the UK dub then.
That could work.
Yes. And a regular American accent in the US dub.
Yeah. I hope he won't be voiced by a kid.
He should sound like Tuxedo Mask from the Cloverway dub of Sailor Moon.
Yeah. That could work because, I forgot what that voice actor's name was, but he also voiced Nexian from Kingdom Hearts.
I think it was Toby Proctor.
I thought it was Vincent something.
Vince Carozza.
Oh, Vincent Carozza. Okay, now I remember.
Or even Reno Ramiro.
Reno Ramiro.
And it's the Whistle Steam Mill. That was used as Gordon's whistle for All Engines Go. He's like, oh, the indignity. They got my whistle wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see why they had to change the whistles for some of the characters, especially Gordon.
And honestly got sound effects used. For Sound Ideas, Scream, Female, Long, Human, Horror, these three. In the Sailor Moon series, it should be labeled Used for Eugeo when she screams in the Witches 5's lab. How about that?
That'd be interesting.
Be called. So the reaction be first Alicia Body, now Eugeo. It's like somehow when seeing acid snails in the witch's lab for another time, of her shrill scream would break almost everything in it. And it would serve them right. Because they're villains. Whistle, steam factory whistle. That was used as Smudger's whistle.
Yeah.
That's the wrong one. That's it's this one. It was first debuted in the Christmas toy 1986. That's where Smudger's whistle was first heard.
I didn't know that. Are you talking about that Pixar short?
The Christmas toy.
Oh.
From 1986.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Brum's horn. That was used as Rusty's new horn. The sound is train diesel. That was used when a diesel engine passes. It's right here. And the GWR, the GWR whistle on the BBC sound effects library is sourced off the Kinlet Hall.
Yeah, I've heard about the Kinlet Hall.
It was also heard in Kinlet. It was also heard in Big Bigger Biggest episode Cruise Ship. Even in the CGI Fireman Sam episode Wally Weezo.
Do you like Fireman Sam?
Like, I've watched one episode on my Thomas DVDs, and that was it.
Oh,
I wasn't too fascinated with the rest of the series, though some of the voices didn't exactly suit the characters in season 5.
Well, I honestly kind of like season 5 in terms of certain character developments, like with Norman Price, because he was pretty unlikable in the CGI series.
And his mom, Dillis actually sounded like a man in season 5, which it's kind of find odd.
I think it's supposed to sound like an old woman.
I try to. It's this clip where she sounds like a man, that voice.
Yeah, I hear that.
I think that sounds better. Would suit better for Rheneas.
Yeah. I wonder if Norman Price's voice would fit well for Smudger, maybe.
Or it does sound like Peter Sam when he's scared. It really does sound like Peter Sam when he's scared.
Yeah.
But his voice in season 5 may sound too old, but tolerable and decent.
Yeah.
It would still sound better for one of the other Welsh engines, like maybe Talulin or Dolgach.
Oh, Dolgach. I thought it's pronounced Dolgach or something.
Dolgach. And Dillis's voice would sound like Sir Hayden. Would suit for Sir Hayden.
Yeah. Or the narrow gauge engine Douglas, maybe, with a Scottish accent.
Even Edward Thomas.
Oh yeah, Edward Thomas, Peter Sam's bassist.
It's got. So we got back to the sound effects used. We got the Highwood Edge Metal Creaks machine. That was mainly used first. It was used in this Thomas Friends seasons 4 to present. Used for when the engines for their regular brakes. And the switch throw debuted in Thomas and the Magic Railroad. It was used in the 2013 Lone Ranger movie when the cars go off the bridge. I can get to the Lone Ranger. This is the Disney's The Lone Ranger. This is where we hear the switch throw sound effect. I would use that in a Sailor Moon episode thrice when one of the characters tries to pull the handle on the coal hopper. It's a Skywalker sound effect. I think this might predicted Timothy's fate. I'm gonna send all of you to the scrapyard. This definitely predicted Timothy's fate.
It also predicted Toy Story 3.
You see how the cars are going over the edge? But
yeah,
in these scenes,
I see.
They're going over the edge again.
Yeah.
This movie has some problems on it. Iron should recreate this with German steam locomotives. They even got the poo-poo bridge meme. That and Diesel 10's horn is the stock sound effect of a ferry ship horn. That's where Diesel 10's horn came from, this ferry ship horn.
Oh. I never knew that.
Got the unstoppable. Oh. It has the AWVR diesels. Maybe I should combine this with Blow Some Steam and Thomas the Unstoppable Tank Engine. And that would be perfect for what I would call Thomas Gets Hijacked in America.
Yeah.
And I even remember the Little Engine That Could 2011. This remake has a Spanish steam locomotive, an Australian car, and a Baltimore and Ohio caboose. And the S1, which the horn from that, this truck horn, I'll use that for the S1's horn in the Sailor Moon Across America episode. About the Little Engine That Could from 2011.
Yeah. I like the original 1991 version better.
And this also has the switch throw sound effect. It was used in Thomas and the Magic Railroad, where it debuted as a sound movement for Diesel 10's claw.
Yeah.
And the Nightmare Engine's whistle sounded like a truck horn in this movie.
That's weird because
he's a steam engine.
Yeah, I know it's a steam engine, but steam engines have whistles, not horns.
But because it looks like he has two whistles, but he actually has a horn.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I think the real nightmare is that he has a horn. How about that? The nightmare is he actually has a horn.
That would be a nightmare.
And got the ending credits where they take him to the scrapyard, but not his boxcars. What's over there? Got the AA-20 again. I don't know why they didn't make HO or HO scale models of the AA-20.
Probably because it's too long or something.
Except for this guy. And if they did, then they should remove some wheel rims.
Yeah, and
Test
add
plans.
like another pressure thing to make it a Mallet.
And here's the chassis of the AA-20. This is the PRT1 HO scale, number 61100. This should be on service on express services with the S1, number 6110, whereas 6111 should get, which I'll use for another time. I'll repaint it to be a Strasburg Railroad Shane.
Yeah.
And maybe could use Nevada Northern 50 number 40's whistle.
Yeah.
Like Shane's Bases has in trains. And yeah, the Strasburg Railroad Shane, I think, should have the Flintstones whistle.
Yeah, I remember the Flintstones whistle.
Sourced off Nevada Northern number 40. And then got the PRT1 versus Mollard. And PRS2 is this a steam turbine. It looks like a cursed engine. And I'm gonna try the Q2. We got the PR class Q2. They should make new Thomas characters based on these engines.
Yeah, we need more American designs in the show.
More Pennsylvania Railroad steam engines.
Yeah.
Think like the PRQ1 here. Well, I remember the blue puffball saying that the Q1 looks like a cursed locomotive.
How?
Because the way the wheels are placed.
Oh, I see.
Okay. So it turns out the PR Class S1 is roughly 8 feet longer than Big Boy. I even found some Sailor Moon pictures of. There's even some Sailor Moon pictures. They got Ariel as Sailor Mars, and her as Mini Moon.
I think Melody should have been Mini Moon.
Belle as Sailor Jupiter. And even would notice that Pocahontas would be Sailor Pluto.
Yeah.
But it's role reversed. It's role reversed here.
Yeah.
I even got some. If I get my pictures up, I even found this. It's Ariel and Sailor Moon design.
Wow.
Even got Sango and get to Sango and Kiko in swimsuits. That is one of my favorite Inuyasha pictures.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
This and this Birdie Evolution. In fact, she does remind me of Elsa, but her hair color is a bit dark.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, anyway, I'm gonna go to bed right now because I have to wake up early for church tomorrow.
Right.
So I'll see you next time. Okay.
I'll see ya.
Goodbye.
See ya. Well. I should, I should, I should, I should, I should, I should. My thing isn't taken down. Perry White. Gotta see what this is gonna be like. These hot girls. You're on the mark. Ino Yokohama from Naruto. She's definitely gonna be my girl. My hot girl. feel like I'm gonna have to end the stream here. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here.